my Dallas make it hurt.
I'm here. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Big Time Show. Unexpected, of course, but I'm in the building. What's going on, everybody? Listen, hello. Let's do a quick share. I don't plan on being here too long. It's not one of my days, but I guess I need to do a live because I have to do something, at least from now. Hey, I hope that you will share as you come in. Hope that you will share. Hello, everybody popping in here real quickly. Let's go ahead and share real quick. Let's go ahead and push that like button as you come in rather quickly. Go ahead and say hello to me in the chat. I want to say hello to all of you Cowboy fans in here. And I want to check the vibe out as you come in and see what you're feeling like, because quite naturally by now there has been some pretty big news come out of Dallas finally. And of course it's worth talking about. So we're going to briefly talk about that. Listen, hit that like button, as I said before. If you don't mind, help your boy out. And then also, let's go ahead and let me see what I'm trying to do here. Well, forget that. I don't want to do that. If you want to contribute to the podcast, this right here, or at least this episode, you can. You can use those stars if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, you can use that super chat button. If you're on Twitter, X, or TikTok, you can simply use my Cash App, which is $, the Big Time Show. That's all you have to do. $, the Big Time Show, and you can join in with me now. Hey, I see people here. Big J, Kenya, James Blackwell, Forehead, Galore, whoever all that is. What's going on, man? I appreciate that grid. Hey, y'all. All of you people that are on Go Birds, he says. So I got Philly fans in here. What's going on, man? I understand. Hey, y'all the champs. You got a lot to talk about. You know, hey, it is what it is. I ain't gonna knock it at all. If I was the champions, I'd be bragging too. But I ain't here to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles tonight. You understand? I'm here to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, if you're on TikTok, hey, why don't y'all push that share button for me real quick? Push that share button for me. It is what it is. Do that for me if you don't mind. For those that are on TikTok, really had to concentrate on you guys like that, because I really ain't been building it up. But I would appreciate it if you would do that for me and hit that like button if you don't mind. on TikTok, and I would appreciate it so much, so much. Let me get ready to speak to my people. If you don't mind, I'm still sharing. I got a lot to share um, to all of my Cowboy family in all these groups, Cowboy groups that I'm in. Uh, don't forgive me for being a little slow, but I'm coming. Really don't have a lot to talk about. By now, you guys already know. You listen to some of my brothers and sister comment creators already. I'm just gonna put my little 2 cents in, then I'm gonna go ahead and get out of your way for the night. So, OC signed a big deal today, as you know, $20 million a year. Um, as I said, I believe I don't know if I was on yesterday or the day before. For those that say it's too much, um, I told you it was what the market demanded. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wanted it, because my mindset was saying that I believe OC was gonna play himself into a big payday, which he did, and I thought that the Jones family would not pay that. I thought they would want to go the cheap route, as they always have. Hey Jeff, hey Joe, I'm sorry, Quack Quack, what's up? Lee, Kermit, hey Greg, how you doing, man? Stars on pause, hi, how you doing? Uh, I Karam, hey, how you doing? I thought that, as usual, the Jones family would take the cheap route and say, hey, it's too much for our skin. We'll go get, 2 or 3 guys for the same price and roll on. That's what they've done the whole time. But in opposed to that, we all know that the Cowboys love saying, we love our guys. We sign our guys. They did that. OC is a homegrown guy. Hey, William, I see you. OC is a homegrown guy, and usually the case is that the Cowboys usually do sign their own guys. I mean, it's too many names. Let's go recent. They paid Jalen Smith, our guys. They paid Michael Gallup. He's one of our guys. And they pay him big. They believe in signing their guys. They paid DeMarcus Lawrence. They paid Ezekiel Elliott. They paid Dak Prescott. They paid CeeDee Lamb. They paid Zach Martin. I mean, the list go on and on and on. They really do believe in signing their own guys. I thought that OC was not, would not sign here, because I thought the price tag would be too high. However, thanks to my brother Boss Cowboy, he opened my eyes, because he's more detailed than I am when it comes to this, and I really don't have the time to study it like he does. And I'm actually shocked, y'all, that I will come out here and say that I was wrong. Y'all know me. I told y'all that if I'm wrong, I don't have no problem making a complete U-turn. I'm wrong from this standpoint, that the franchise tag for OC was $25 million. Okay? He only signed him for $20 million a year. So in other words, OC gave up $16 million. He had a 4-year contract. The franchise tag is supposed to be, well, let's go back and he gave up $20 million. Okay? He gave up $20 million at the table. He could have been a butthole. I'm quite sure his agent is not happy that you signed for less when you could have got more. The franchise tag for a D tackle this upcoming season is $25 million. Even if what people were saying yesterday, remember yesterday or the day before yesterday, they were saying that OC could sign somewhere between 21 and $22 million. That's what they say it being. So whichever way you want to look at it, the Cowboys are happy. And I just heard an interview with Olsen, and he seems very happy. And he gave them a very friendly deal. If you want to call $20 million for a defensive tackle, um, he gave them a very, very, very friendly deal. He did. He did. Uh, I'm still holding my ground that he was, to me, Osi was a part of the problem with the running game or defending the run because he's been here for, 2-3 years and he got ran over like everybody else did. To me, he's undersized slightly, if you want to call 297 or 290 or whatever. When you're going against 330 and 340 pound guards, you're gonna get beat up. You might make a play every now and then, but OC is not known as a run stopper. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to just because we signed him, and I applaud the sign. He's a very good player. He really is. OC is hey, appreciate you, Darryl Brown. I see the cash app. Thank you, sir. I see you. Appreciate you. I don't want to act like I don't want to poo-poo on him. OC is a very good player. He's borderline Pro Bowl player. No question about it, man. So I'm saying he should have made it last year. He had a big year last year. And he earned his money. I just thought we wouldn't give it to him. But he is we need to have more. And we are happy that he signed, but he's not the answer. I got plenty of tape on OC to say that he's not that guy. Okay? So, but I'm happy he signed. I'm happy. He's a good player. We need that type of guy on the team. He's going to start. He's an automatic starter. He's a very, very good player, and that's big. That is big. I ain't got no problem with it. I didn't think he was gonna do it, but I'm cool with it. We just need more because I've seen Osi there and I've seen him get pulverized by offensive line. He was a part of the run game or defending the run for the last 3 years or whatever. He's gotten better every year, but you don't think Osi as a run stopper. You just don't. You think of him more as a playmaking defensive tackle, which you need. So, bottom line is, as far as the contract goes, the Cowboys are very happy because, number one, they didn't have to do the franchise tag on them, which would have been $5 million, been $25 million franchise tag, and the projected thing that everybody was saying that he was going to get paid somewhere between $21 and $22 million. Well, the Cowboys are only paying him $20 million a year for the next 4 years. Very friendly deal. Osi could have got more. I'm quite sure he knows that. His agent definitely knows that. Hey, Cowboys should feel pretty good. And, of course, Osi feels great, too. I heard his interview. I'm very happy for the brother. It's life-changing. The very first thing he said, if you listen to the interview, if you're on my Big Time Show Patreon page, and Darryl Brownlee, I need to get you, Darryl, I need you, if you have a Facebook account, Darryl, do you have a Facebook account? If you have a Facebook account, say yes, and if you're my friend on my personal page, if not, I'll find you. Just let me know if you have a Facebook account. I put the interview in the Patreon group from Osi himself. The very first thing he said was that he gets to tell his mother she don't have to work again. Man, how can you be mad at that? I mean, he didn't tell her that, obviously, with the contract that had the extension. He told his mother that you don't have to. The very first thing he said, you never have to work a day in your life. So you can't poo-poo on that at all. Come on now. It is what it is. Very happy for him like that. Now, that was part one of the big news. If you've been following my show, I'm not an optimistic guy when it comes to the Cowboys at all. And I'm going to go ahead and let me backtrack a little bit. When it comes to a signing like today, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm really not impressed, to be honest with you, because the Cowboys sign their players. They always do. So that is nothing new. That is the pattern of the Cowboys. They always sign their guys. They always sign the big stars that were drafted here, have grown, whether it's all pro or Pro Bowl or borderline, they always sign these, our guys. So that's nothing new. So I'm not excited about it because, I didn't expect us to sign Olsen, but I get it. I get it. And if you're excited about that, I don't want to rain on your parade. I'm just not about to jump ship and say, oh, here we go. Here comes, they might be ready to do something. I'm in the wait and see. I let all the optimistic Cowboy fans, I will let you have it. This is a big day. That's fine. Some of us are not drinking the Kool-Aid quite yet. At all. We'll see. The Cowboys have done something. Now, here we go with the other big news. And this what kind of turned me a little bit. It turned me. Ain't no sense in me lying. If you've been following me, I told you guys I don't care nothing about who they sign, whether it's our guys or whatever. My whole big thing was you got to do something to generate the money for the salary cap, and it's right there. What have I said? I said all you got to do, simply, is restructure Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb contract. That's $98 million right there. That's all I said. Y'all say, remember, I said when I see that, then I'll say, okay, this is a little strange. We not used to doing this. They might have a plan that's a little different this year. And lo and behold, right after OC, just in case you haven't heard, they restructured CeeDee Lamb's contract. That relieved them of $20 million. Okay. All right now. It's the simple fact now. I don't want to get too excited because that extra $20 million for the salary cap this year could very well be for signing again our guys. Okay? And our guys does include Michael Parsons. So if you sign Michael Parsons, I expect that. So I'm of course I'm gonna be excited about it, but I expect that because he's one of our guys. We sign our guys. That signing Michael Parsons wouldn't re-sign or extending him would not be a surprise to nobody. That's what we expect. Could it be that they cleared a little money out to make sure they go ahead and take care of Parsons next? Could be. I'll be happy when that happens to get that out of the way. But if you do that, and depending on what Michael wants to sign for, okay? If Michael signs for less, like he says, and depending on what that is, then it might be time for me to change my tune for real. It might be time. Because if Michael signs for less, then they ain't just stacking the money just to stack it and not do nothing with it. Okay? They will be doing something a little strange. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't get it. Leon, I don't know, man. We talking about, I just said it before, Leon. And I understand it because I thought he was going to walk. Anyway, I thought the Cowboys would take the cheap route and say, hey, it's a little bit too much for us, and, we'll get 2 or 3 guys that'll equal out what he's going to pay. But it's a very team-friendly deal, Leon. I don't know if you're aware of it, but the franchise tag this year for defensive tackle is $25 million. The Cowboys were, most people were saying that he was going to sign somewhere between 21 and 22 million. He's only signed for 20. So Olsen left money on the table. He left money. There's no question. He left money on the table. So, and maybe, Michael Parsons may have talked to him and say, hey, man, I'm going to take less. Look, you take less, you'll make it off $20 million a year. I'm going to take less too. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on that, okay? So we'll see. And once I see it, then I'll become optimistic. I see you, Coach Marv, but I ain't trying to do the phone line today. I ain't trying to do that one. I'm just going to talk and get out. Matter of fact, I'm going to get off here in just a second, Coach. I apologize for that. It's going to be interesting just to see the next move. Is it Parsons? Or will they go ahead and do what I think they ought to do, and they're just going to restructure that? Go on, get that. Go ahead and go on, restructure that, and now we really playing with the big boys. If you want to play. If you really want to play with the big boys, you can. He's good though, Leon. He's good. I ain't saying he's great. He's good. You don't expect defensive tackles to have a whole lot of sacks unless you Chris Jones or somebody. You know what I'm saying? There's some guys. He generate. He's a good player, Leon. Pressures, sacks. He occasionally does pretty good. He all right in the run game, but at the same time, I've seen him get ran over plenty of times too. I'm just being honest. He's not the answer to a run game, and I don't think they drafted him for that. He's turned into a good player. That's all they're going to say. He's not the answer because I got film that shows he's not the answer for a running game, but he is a contributor to our defense. And the market is what the market is. Same thing we said about that. The market is what the market is. The market says that, to be honest with you, if they replaced that franchise tag number on, it would have been $25 million. So they getting off. Easy. And Leon, if you remember, they were saying 21 to 22 million. Well, he's only getting paid 20 a year. Excuse me. Y'all forgive me for that. Still battling a little bit. Y'all forgive me for that. So, it's not a bad signing. You ain't bad, but it's not earth-shattering, but it's a good signing for us. Well, it could have been worse, Leon. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's really not a bad deal. You need to go to Leon, you on YouTube. You need to go to my Facebook page, Big Time Show Facebook page. I'm going to share my brother Boss Cowboys thing he did earlier today. That's what opened up my eyes. I'm going to share it with y'all. Because I was saying the same thing. Let them go. We can get, a couple players for them. But it's a very team-friendly deal. I'm going to put that on Big Time Show page, y'all. I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to share Boss content on and let y'all see that. And hopefully y'all do it. I don't know if I can share that. Can I share that on YouTube? You may not have to do anything. I don't know. I'll share it on YouTube if I can. And y'all peep out what Boss said. It's about 14 minutes long. Uh, you know, it is. He's there. Just another thing about Olsen. Olsen was the top 10 guy on free agency this year. He was in the top 10, no matter the position. He was in the top 10. So it's not a bad signing, y'all. Let's be very clear. It's not a Hall of Fame signing. A lot of Cowboys won't see. Exactly. I've already said that, Leo. I can't argue with you. We got too much film to say that. But the market is what the market is. The market is not 16 million. The market is not 15 million. The actual market franchise tag would be $25 million for him. The Cowboys did not want to go that route unless they were just going to let him go and walk. But it is what it is. Now, I'm closing and I'm done. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Ravens 76. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm still look. I'll let y'all get happy. I'm in the wait and see mode because signing our guys, which we're gonna have to do a lot. I mean, come on now. We got 25 guys that's there, so the money cleared by CeeDee today. Could be going for that. That's fine. You're gonna keep some. You're gonna keep a lot of the guys. They re-signed C.J. Goodwin. Nobody ain't talking about that one. But that's a special team ace that we've had for years. They re-signed him as well. So overall, it is a good day when you talk about signing Olsen to an extension. You restructure. You restructure CeeDee. And you sign one of your better special teams players, you done attacked all three sides of the football in a very good way. So the Cowboys have done some great work today. And look, I know we talk bad about Jerry and Steven, but on today, they did some work today. And I ain't gonna knock them. I'm just trying to see what they gonna do now. That's where I am. I'm not impressed by re-signing whoever on our list, J. Lou, Turpin, or whoever. I'm not impressed by our guys because I already know what they bring to the table. I'm trying to see, and this is where I ain't saying I'm getting my hopes built up because I've been burned by the Cowboys too long. Until I see them go get some outside help, real outside help, that's when I'll say things have changed. Again, re-signing our guys, that's not a surprise. You see what I'm saying? I don't mean to bust everybody balloon, but I'm saying that's not a surprise. This is what we do. This is the pattern of the Cowboys. We believe in re-signing our team. We do that. So that is not a surprise. And we pay them. In some cases, we may even overpay. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a surprise at all. I believe the dominoes are about to drop slowly but surely. I need to see one more major move, and that's Dak Prescott. I need to see a restructuring of his contract. And if they do that within the next, let's put it this way. If they do that before free agency opens, then I'm going to say, okay, now let's see what's going on. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say, then I'm going to say, let's see if they're going to finally do something worth talking about. They're paying attention to the league. I know they're looking at the cap, but they get the ticker like we do. Deebo Samuel signed here. They Devontae Adams, somebody that's put, gonna get cut. Darius Slade getting cut. All these cuts about to happen. And they know what it's going to take to get, if they're interested, of course. They know what's going to have to be done if they're interested. If they're interested. If. That's the big one. So let's see. So far, nice little steps. I will give it to them. Nice steps. Unexpected, slightly. I expected them. This sure beats doing a deal. On the day of a week one game like they did Dak last year. Y'all remember Dak signed right before the Cleveland game on the road. It beats. It beats. It beats. It beats that. It wouldn't hurt Tim. Should they sign a free agent wide receiver? It wouldn't hurt. I just throw a couple names out here. Y'all can say whatever it is. Y'all can say whatever. Just like we say, this is what we used to. History says day 3 free agent, day 10. That's what the history shows. We'll see. We'll see how things turn out, and then if they do something, I'll change my opinion. But Tim, let me go back to your side. If you sign a Cooper Kupp, like I said yesterday or the day before, you've improved. I don't care what y'all say. Cooper Kupp right now is better than Brandon Cooks. That means improvement. If you sign a veteran like Devontae Adams and stick him beside CeeDee Lamb, you gonna tell me you wouldn't take that? Sure, yeah, that's an improvement. I mean, if you can do it. If you're not gonna draft one, and we already say we need another number 2 receiver, yeah. Yes. We'll see. Everything wide open right now. Folks getting traded, free agent. We'll see. We will see. Hey, but look here. So far, they finally starting to play a little. They at the chess game. They at the chessboard. They playing. They finally got into the game. They right before today it wasn't nothing. That today they're playing on the chessboard. I'll take it. I just want to see them. I want the urgency to do something. Therefore, right now, the first thing on their board was to say we're gonna go ahead and sign Olsen. That's what they said. They did it. So hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm okay, but I'm sitting here waiting. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm not jumping overboard, signing guys. That's I want to see outside. I'm just saying, at least give me 1 or 2. You're gonna have the money if you do it the way that I'm talking about. I'm gonna restructure that. Don't forget, if you sign Parsons, that's why y'all heard that Parsons, the talks have begun. Because if you restructure Parsons, even if that's next, you still helping the cap out. So it benefits you to go ahead and take care of Parsons now because you're freeing up money. I just want the biggest fish to be taken care of. That's Dak. Restructure his deal, get all that money. Because I believe I'm right. I believe he counts as $89 million on the cap. Hey, you got to get it done. Huh? I hear you, Leo. They've always done that, though. You know what I'm saying? When you go back to the Jalen Smiths, as I said earlier, when you go back, Leon, to the Michael Gallups, all the linemen that we've re-signed. I mean, they've been doing this. Sean Lee, I mean, come on, the list go on and on. They take care of their players. There's one thing you got to give the Cowboys credit for. When they say we love our guys, they do. And you can add Osa's name to the list. DeMarcus Lawrence, Ezekiel Elliott. The list go on and on. The only people and even if you're using the franchise tag, now you got to throw in Tony Pollard in the mix. You see what I'm saying? They believe in taking care of their guys. They do. I can't take that from them. But we're going to have to make sure that if you're really talking about winning, you got to do something special. You got to prove to Cowboy fans that y'all are really trying to do something. And signing Kevontae Turpin, signing, J. Lou back, signing, some of these guys that we already have or whatever the case may be, keep them from going to free agency. That ain't good enough for me. Now, they might be good enough for y'all, but it ain't good enough for me. If I'm going to jump on, I'm still saying, see, even though you sign OC, that still doesn't change my sentence. Right now, we're doing the same old thing. You just happy that OC got his. We doing the same thing. We re-sign our guys. That's the same pattern. So far, really ain't nothing different. It's really other than the speed of it. They're doing it a little bit earlier than what they usually do. So I will change that up a little bit. Usually they wait until, training camp to do all this stuff. They're getting it done early, at least with OC. We'll see what's next. So I'm not hyped. I'm not sad. I'm just, the only difference is they're doing it a little early, which is maybe a sign. It might be a sign that they really might change something here. We'll see. All right. I appreciate all you guys. That's my little 2 cents on it. Daryl Brownlee, if you are my friend on Facebook, are you on Facebook? We did put something. Let me see if you're on Facebook. Because Daryl, I need to add you to the list. Daryl, you are on Facebook. All right, Daryl, I'm gonna send you an invitation to the group. Just join it. It'll be the Big Time Show patrons group. And listen, since I'm there, those are for people who have patroned the show. I figured that if you got enough confidence in me to, patronize the show, the least I can do is make something special out of you guys. And I got a nice group in there that have patronized the show over since I've been doing it. And we have little discussions like we had today on there. And I appreciate you guys so much. All right. Got you, Darren. I'm about to do it right now as soon as I get off. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank y'all for hanging with me. Look, stay tuned. Hey, it look like things are slowly but surely trying to shake up a little bit. And we will. Hey, Terry, what's up, bro? I'm about to pop off now. I heard nothing. Terry, you got to push the rewind button. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me for this little impromptu show. I figured I owe you guys, those that follow me, have something to say about today. Considering the Cowboys have moved, they playing on the chessboard now. They ain't in the background, watching others play. They finally put their head into the fight a little bit. So we'll see what's next. All right. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging with me. This has been the one and the only, the Big Time Show.